today's big match. 2011 Grand Final between Gembrook, Cockatoo and Upwey, Tecoma. These teams have met twice this year. Upwey won the first game by a point. Gembrook won the second game by 4 points. This will be a cracker of a game. I'd like to acknowledge Ryan Van Horn's 200th game today. Congratulations, Ryan. Good luck to the umpires. Good luck to both teams. May the best team win. Could you all please be up singing the national anthem?
Thanks, Eddie.
The High Mountain Springwater Cup Division 1. Ruckman do battle. Hedge won it down. Got his own crumbs. Dawson with the first centre clearance for Upwey. Bouncing ball. Good pick up. Mitchell. Went to the skipper, Ryan Van Horn. Underground kick. Good one. Got it to the coach, Wade Porter. Back to Van Horn. Back to Mitchell in a bit of space. Has a look. Has plenty of time for the Tigers. Sets it to the hot spot. Again, charging through.
Cool each other there.
Player down is Sam Waters. Keep an eye on it, Leo. Gembrook are rebounding. Walker went straight to Ricky Clark.
He's up.
High inside 50. Coming from behind was Steve Kidd. Good mark. Free kick going away of Upwey.
Daniel Shears picks the ball up, kicks it to Sam Gooley. Sorry, it's not Sam Gooley.
Yes, it is.
It is Sam. Kicks it up the line. Punched away by Ricky Causa. Over the boundary line now to bounce for a boundary throw in.
Ben Hinton also in the side there wearing number 12. So interesting there, Shudikoff picking up Mitchell. That's an interesting match up there. Newton, and he's picking up Shepherd of Upwey.
Boundary throw in, comes back in. Clark gets the first hand to it. Good tackling work by Gembrook there. Kick in towards half forward. Ryan Van Horn. Game number 200. Punched away down there, and it's going to be a free kick going to Waters.
So just got him over the shoulder there, did Nathan Brown, sorry Eddie, and free kick there going to Daniel Waters of Upwey Tecoma, about 40 metres out, pretty much directly in front. He will be kicking to the dog track into the ground. I'm just looking at the trees, boys, and the wind has completely stopped now.
Seen 3 goals kicked to this end in 8 quarters of football.
It's really died, Eddie. We're watching that gum tree behind the coach's box there all day, and that's been our indicator. It's just hanging dead straight at the moment, so we could be in the eye of the storm.
Daniel Waters coming in for the first goal of the grand final of 2011. Drop punt, that's a good looking kick, but it has just missed to the left-hand side. One behind.
Well, that made the distance easier. It wasn't able to do that earlier in the reserves game. So Upwey with the first score in this grand final. They go to 1 point. Gembrook Cockatoo yet to score. 2 minutes now gone in this first quarter.
So Williams took the mark at half back. He wants to go quickly. Went long. Gooley stood in front. Main from behind. Free kick chopping the arms will go the way of Sam Waters. No, it went to Gooley. Gooley went over the top. That was Chris running through nicely. Dawson kicked it into the head of Ricky Clark. He did well, Ricky Clark. Recovered from a brief bit of ball concussion. Kicked it out wide. Good pick up there was Robertson inside 50. Couldn't hit the target. Picked up by Sam Gooley. He can go to Bell. Bell put it in front of Ricky Causa. Went quickly to Lee. Lee went to Gooley. Gooley to half forward. It was punched away by Ryan Van Horn. Laversha desperate on hands and knees. Shudikoff got involved as well. Gembrook free kick, Leo.
Gembrook free kick, and all the free kicks so far have been paid by the one umpire, and interesting to see how that goes, but it's going Gembrook's way up towards the wing.
So, long kick. Could have been a high tackle. No, not paid. It's going to be a ball up.
Shippy and Gooley, Main and Gooley going at it.
So, ball up, centre wing.
Sloan picking up Goff.
If anything, just slightly Gembrook side of centre wing. It comes backwards there to Hedge. Kick up the line, trying to find a teammate, couldn't find one. Comes back inboard to Ricky Clark. He's been prominent early, tried to get it to Craig Clark. Oh, beautiful work on hands and knees by Robertson. Not as good on hands and knees Craig Clark though. There's a lot of trouble getting down that far. Get Shane Williams though. Williams kicks it in towards half forward. Stephen Goff went to the same barber as Richardson. Hand pass came backwards to Gooley. Goes out wide to Sam. That was from Chris. Comes back inboard in towards the centre of the ground. Goff. He was pushed out of it by Sam Gooley. Hand pass backwards. Goes to Waters. Kick up the line, trying to find a teammate. Couldn't find one. It kicked in towards Porter.
In the back.
And it's going to be a paid in the back to Wade Porter. He'll have a shot from about 30 metres out.
Yeah, no doubt about the push in the back there against Sam Martin, going to Wade Porter about 45 metres out. I think he's looking at that logo out there. He's on the dog track side of the ground.
Even 40 metres out, Leo, by the time he kicks
it. So he's going to take the run from outside 50, so we'll be about 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. Wade Porter, coach of Upwey Tecoma, coming in. Dog track into the ground here at Hillsville. Looks pretty good off the boot. Is it straight enough? Goal on by,
yes,
goes left, goes right. And it says all clear. And the first goal of the 2011 Grand Final goes to the coach of Upwey Tecoma, Wade Porter. And it takes Upwey on the 1-7. The leading Gembrook Cockatoo yet to score. 5 minutes now gone. First quarter on the Upwey Community Bank scoreboard. And that's a good start to Upwey Tecoma. And Gembrook Cockatoo just got to settle down a little bit. Those little pushy free kicks really come back and hurt you. The two Gooley brothers at the moment, they have been quite prominent so far for Upwey Tecoma.
Good lead to Wade Porter, led to the right spot then and got the free kick. As the ball's thrown up, needed a tap. Dawson got the kick out, put it in front of his teammate there, Mitchell. That was a push in the back. Umpire let it go. Shorterkoff did well. He threw it out in front of himself. Umpire letting play go on. Handball. You're in trouble. Laversha holding the footy.
Went to take off there and not aware of what's surrounding him there. Free kick there to Bell of Upwey Tecoma, a very fine player. He is also about 40 metres out, and distance not a problem since his wind has died down a little bit for David Bell. And generally a beautiful kick at a football, 45-degree angle. He's on the outer side of the ground to the dog track into the ground, coming in.
Had a bit of it already, Bell, as he comes in. Is for two in a row for Upwey. Put it left, the wind got hold of it.
Just drifts left, doesn't it? Always drifts left on that side of the ground for some reason.
So 1-2-8 plays. Gembrook yet to score. Been playing 6.5 minutes on the Upwey Community Bank first quarter scoreboard of the grand final of 2011 in Division 1 as the kick came in by Ricky Clark looking for Sauce Brown, couldn't mark. Ball came back to the coach, Porter for Upwey, inside 50. Ryan Van Horn back with the fight, did well, created a contest. He wheels around, looks for a target, put it on his right boot. Great smother by Walker. Ball came to ground level. Upwey handballing around, came to Porter inside 50. Good lead up and mark there, taken by the Upwey forward, Daniel Waters. No, is that Daniel?
Yes, Daniel Waters. Daniel Waters. We've got a couple of Waters and we've got a few Goolies and a few Van Horns. So a lot of two double names coming up. So we're pretty right in calling any one of them. But it is Daniel Waters who's kicked it behind so far. This time he's only about 25 metres out. Pretty tight angle though, the dog track side of the ground, but that's the side you want to kick from.
So he comes in to extend the lead for Upwey. He's pretty happy with it. It's gone through the middle. And Upwey are out to a 14-point lead. 2-2-14 plays Gembrook yet to score. 7.5 gone on the Upwey Community Bank opening quarter score.
That's a typical Upwey Football Club. Have always started that way, Eddie. They love to get off to a really fast-flying start. That's how they play their footy. And they try and play catch me if you can after that. Hasn't been the scoring into the 18s or the reserves, and Upwey have made a mockery of that, kicking the first 4 scoring shots towards that end with 2-2. And Gembrook Cockatoo, they aren't playing manning up too much in that centre circle. They haven't had a break out of there yet. Clark tries to get out, the little Clark, and the umpire says, give it a man, we'll start all over again.
So, Lee Walters with the footy in the middle. They need some sort of spark to Gembrook at the moment. Craig Clark tried to flip it over the back, but Upwey shark it in towards the forward line once again. Could have been a free kick there to Gembrook, not paid. Hand pass came out once again towards Tyson Heinrich. Heinrich kicks it up towards the front of goal. Oh, that should be a strong mark in front of Gembrook, not paid. And it's going to be a goal to Ryan Van Horn.
So the play-on was called there. I was just watching a little bit of an interlude there. He should have got his opponent, but Ryan Van Horn has been very, very conspicuous at the moment on our forward flank. Put through his first goal of the afternoon as well, and it takes Upwey on the 3 goals, 2-20. They're off to a flyer, leading Gembrook Cockatoo yet to score. 9 minutes nearly gone in the first quarter, and it's not what Gembrook Cockatoo would have wanted, and it's definitely what Upwey would have wanted there. Eddie, what are you watching over there as well?
Just having a look at Ryan Van Horn. I thought he pulled up a little bit sore from the previous contest, but he's okay. Ball back in the middle. They'll win another clearance here. Bell got a handball. Causa cut it off nicely for the Brookers. Put it on his right boot. Sloan back unopposed. Took a mark, and that could be 50. No, it won't. Not a late strike. I thought it could have been from...
He's got to go back behind his mark.
Yep.
It was a mark, not a free kick. So got to go back there. Dylan Sloan's had a fantastic season for Upwey Tecoma this year.
So Dylan Sloan has a look forward. Wants to handball. Now he'll come to the broadcast side. He's got Sam Gooley on as Brocher. Ship got to front position for Gembrook very nicely. Got the ball. Goes over the top with the creeper O'Neill. Went inside 50. Taken well as a handball, came back to Ricky Clark in the pocket. He spotted up a free man very nicely. Goff wants to go quickly, risky kick. Yeah, it's worked well for Gembrook, and it's Wayne Robertson with the football at the moment, 30 metres out, pretty much directly in front, netball court's end. This will be Gembrook's first score of the game at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter.
Interesting there by Goff. I think I would have had a shot from where he was. He was just as far out as what Robertson is. Why give it another opportunity? But must kick the goal. He's just doing the right thing, trying to center the ball. So Wayne Robertson.
Wayne Robertson, that comes in for Gembrook's first. Put it up high. Umpire a bit of right to left. Missed it to the left-hand side.
Stayed on the left-hand side there for, unfortunately, for Gembrook Cockatoo and Wayne Robertson. They've gone to 1 behind. That's their first score. It's taken them nearly 10.5 minutes in this first quarter. Trailing Upwey Tecoma, 3-2-20 Upwey Community Bank scoreboard.
Kick in from full back has gone straight to Shannon Richardson.
Well, Shannon Richardson is not the longest kick in the side anymore, Tony Fu. We've been watching him over the last few weeks. It was a shocking kick in, and he certainly wants to make him pay here. Shannon Richardson from about 30 metres out by the time he kicks it.
He was just watching television, then he just fell into his lap.
He did too.
So Richardson comes in. Oh. That is a shocker off the boot. He shanked that.
Lucky to be given it behind, I reckon. So that was a terrible kick there by Shannon Richardson.
So 2 behinds to Gembrook. 3-2-22 Upwey Tecoma. That's on the Upwey Community Bank scoreboard. We've been going 11.5 minutes.
It came into Bell. Bell went short again. They're working the pavilion side Upwey, high up and under. Going back with the flight, and it's a turnover.
Williams.
Marks taken by Williams. Yet to get into this game. Plays on now inside 50. Gooley goes back with the fight.
He had Craig Clark all on his own in the middle and didn't even look for him.
And Shears took the mark. Goes short. Bell goes to the broadcast side. Good looking kick. Mark taken by Mitchell. Wants to move it quickly. He's got players running. Went to Sam Gooley. Took on Murature. Back to Brocher. Back to Gooley. Went without it. Here's a chance for the Brookers. It's taken well by Murature. Back into the corridor. Laversha. Good kick, Robertson. He'll link up back through midfield. Newton and inside 50. Robertson not there. Ball bouncing away towards the forward pocket. Lee's there as well for Upwey. Kept it in nicely. Tackled, and he walks out of bounds as he's tackled. And it goes out of play. 12.5 minutes gone, opening quarter. 3-2-20, plays 2 behind. It's Upwey leading.
Made a goal, Gembrook Cockatoo in this quarter. 12 minutes gone, as you say, Eddie, and just haven't had much of a chance. Had a big chance with Shannon Richardson, couldn't convert.
Boundary throw in, ball back out. Front of the scoreboard.
Big Gembrook contingent down there, Fui.
There is a massive Gembrook contingent all through that pocket. So, boundary throw in. Comes back in, tapped out by Hedge. High kick. That has gone a mile. Gooley just had his arms chopped that time, and he'll get a free kick.
Too high there. It was a 2-on-1 situation. Gembrook should have done a bit better there, but Gooley comes out with a free kick.
So Gooley goes long down the wing. There's a little shove out that time by Mitchell, and Shutikov is going to take the free kick.
So right in the position there was Shudikoff and umpire McNeese.
So it's in the hands of Alex Shudikoff, called to play on, puts it on his right boot to half forward. Players come from behind him, calls a quick mark on Roger. That's holding the footy just about Chris Gooley. Umpire to go. Williams took possession, found Goff all alone. He'll steady on the left boot. Will the wind bring it back?
No, it didn't.
So he misses it to the left-hand side, and it will be a behind to Gembrook, thanks to Stephen Goff. 3 behinds, plays 3-2-20, 17-point ball game. As we wait for the ball to come in. The wind really blowing from behind the bus.
It's
Just
behind
gusted.
the bus at the moment, boys, so really blowing across the ground and down towards. It's a great mark being taken towards the dog track end there. Tom Edge, the big man.
So Hedge got it this time, kicks it towards the wind cover. Mitchell dropped what he should have taken. It came off the legs of Shudikoff. Craig Clark came through and left it behind. Belted Dawson though. Oh, he's upended. Dawson's kick
much in that.
goes up towards the half forward line. It's taken by Laversha.
Oh, that's a horrible kick by
Laversha
Laversha.
trying to find Clark, did so in the end. Bounced off the chest there of Hedge. Just trying to find the ball in the middle. David Van Horn gets it across to David Bell.
We can go away.
Bell bounces one.